Hi, my name is Coquise Turner, and today I'm going to be critiquing the website of my fellow classmate Carlo Valezquez. On this site, it looks nice and clean. However, I think there was not enough white space used overall on any of the pages. The motto for this critique, I will be using the RISE motto. I will be using the RISE motto to help review and critique the website of my fellow student, Mr. Carlos Valezquez, as I mentioned before. At first glance, I'm inspired. I appreciate that his site is his portfolio of his work and the fact that it's focused on film, which is explicitly displayed in the homepage here where it says video editing. By having the words video editing bold and at the forefront of the website's homepage, I find it to be strong and clever introduction. In 2 words, it essentially tells visitors exactly what the site is all about, but perhaps you could break up some of this darkness here by adding a little bit more white space. I think had you added a white bar in here and a white bar in here, it just would have broke it up quite a bit and would have just made it that much more impactful. I was wondering, have you ever considered turning the website into a site that potential clients can use to inquire about your services? You have about me and you have about your product, your projects, but you don't really have anything about the services that you provide. So I was wondering, did you plan to do that, or will you just be using this exclusively to showcase your work? Also, have you thought about adding additional pages, subpages to any of your homepage, any of the pages in your navigation? I think by doing this, I think you should add a few more subpages actually. Um, one of the things that I suggest is that you take a closer look at other sites doing something similar to what you're doing so that you get a better understanding of how impactful colors or the lack thereof can be. Adding more white space, I think, really makes and helps to define the website overall. I also suggest that you add at least one additional page called services. So you have home, about me, projects, and contact. But I think if you add an additional page called services, it would, allow you to sell your services and to promote yourself for potential clients. This way, you can not only promote yourself, but also promote your business and the services you provide. I think that you could really, your website is great and is good and clean, but to help elevate the site, with the site only being comprised of 4 short pages, the 4 pages, in my opinion, are clean and simple, but not enough meat for me to feel confident in your abilities as an editor. It does show your projects, but just like with this particular project, the lighting is really poor. Um, Although I didn't mean it was poor because, it was dark right here. But it's just poor lighting in my opinion, even over here on how the light is reflecting on the television screen. So in my opinion, just because the website says that you're an editor doesn't necessarily mean that you're an editor or that you're good at it. The website gives basic information, but not enough to keep me interested. Um, I think that you should follow the motto that I've created, which is the who, what, when, where, why, and how motto. It's something that I've created and incorporated in my business, and it's a great way to help when you're interviewing or crafting any type of presentation. If you follow it, I think it will really help make your site better than you even expected. So you'll basically be following the principles of who, what, when, where, why, and how. You know, who you are, which is here, what you do, which is here, I guess, when you do it, they can contact you if they want to set an appointment. Why you do it doesn't really tell you why. It tells you that this is what you do, but it doesn't tell you why you do it or how you do it, what type of equipment you use, whatever. I just think it should be a little bit more detailed with respect to who, what, when, where, why, and how. Not to mention, I think you can also add to another element to that as, for an example, how much it costs for you to do what you do. So that will be an additional how. The purpose of this assignment is to help us identify how our peers view our work, to help us better understand how and why our way is not always the best way, and it teaches us that our site should not be designed with us in mind, but with the visitor or our guest in mind. So that's my critique. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.